You, my boy, you have single-handedly become an engaged man. You saw this girl and you were like, dang. And she was like, this guy looking at me? And you were like, mm-hmm. Time went forward. Y'all started talking. All of a sudden, things are getting better. Things are getting good. And you're thinking to yourself, could this girl be my wife? I mean, we've been talking and I've been, she seems like she got the, God, is it? Is it? Yeah, oh. And she's over here like, when is he going to ask me? You know? And all of a sudden you're like, okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Just like casually make it happen. And you're like, baby, would you be my wife for life? And she was like, oh my gosh, I thought you never asked. Yes. She shrieks, yes. Now you're a married man. Look at you, you stud. Anyway, aside from that little performance there, I'm going to teach you guys the quick 5 steps that I used to go from being engaged. You know, I found out that this girl is in fact the one for me. Praise the Lord. And then in that short amount of time, it was not short, by the way. It felt like forever. It was 6 months for me, by the way. But to getting married. So from getting engaged to getting married. So I'm going to share my experience. If it helps you guys, take from it what you will. I don't know. I'm just making this video because all my boys are getting engaged. And hopefully somebody out here on YouTube can relate when they look up, what do I do when I get engaged? You know, how to plan a wedding. And all you see is just a bunch of women going down the line, and you're like, okay, no offense, ladies, no offense, but it's like, dang, there's no videos by guys, so I'm making one. Now you can hear what I gotta say. It's up to you. If you take out of it what you want. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, whatever. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna share my experience and kind of run you through what I did that helped me get from point A to point B with less stress, less headache, helped me focus on my relationship with my fiance while we were growing, and not let this time take away just from the richness of how good it is to get to know somebody and just all the good things that, you know, that period of your relationship offers, because it's the last time that you're ever going to be separate. After that, you're one, and that's it. You know, it's a beautiful thing, but it's an interesting thing. So yeah. Anyway, don't take that time lightly, and don't let the planning get to your head too much, where it becomes a stressor between you two. You know, remember that you're doing this because you love each other. You have people in your life, and you got God. You got God. He's got your back, you know, and we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Let's begin. So step number 1, the first step to any great thing is to strategize, right? Start thinking, how do I want it to feel? How do I want it to look? What's the idea we got going on here? And I'm telling you, she has some ideas, okay? If you're marrying a woman and you aren't a homosexual, she has some great ideas. She's been thinking about this day for the last half of her life, maybe more, since she became conscious. I don't know. Anyway, so the first thing you want to start considering is the age-old budget, okay? Because if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no honey. So the first thing we want to see is budget. What's our budget? What are we looking at here? What are we going to do? What are we trying to create with what we got? What's realistic? What's not realistic? What do we want to put money into? You know, what's more important? You just kind of lay down your values of, you know, maybe she wants this, you want this. You kind of start brainstorming with that, right? So it's the budget. That's the first thing you talk about, because money is a thing that brings us the ability to make things happen. That's like, money is the tool that we use that helps us make things happen. That's all it is, man. Don't let that divide you. Don't let that just destroy anything in the relationship. If you really talk about this well, it can actually be a really strengthening thing in your relationship, and it proves it's a make it or break it type of thing. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Money is a very divisive thing, and yeah, talk about it for what it really is, and don't let yourself get selfish, right? So next thing is going to be the guest count, because the size and the scale of your wedding is going to create the limits and the barriers for how everything else goes throughout the wedding, right? So you got your budget, you got your guest count, you got your season and your date. And this kind of also comes into play with how long do you guys want to be engaged for? You know, think about that. I personally was engaged for 6 months, I think it was, and it was just long enough. Let's just say that I didn't need it to be any longer. It was good. The vibe, look, the feel of the day. Now, look, you're getting married, and I mean, you might have thought about your wedding day a few times. You might have seen some guys wearing some cool black jackets, and you're like, I like that, you know, whatever. But trust me, she has thought of every single detail, down to the napkins, the fork, the little song that plays right before everything. Just ask her. She'll make it easier for you, okay? So what I did was I was like, hey, baby girl, show me your Pinterest board. And she was like, you know, kind of got nervous. I'm like, no, girl, come here. Come here. Show me your Pinterest board. And she was like, all right. She showed me everything, dude. And I was like, taking notes. She's like, yep, everything's on that Pinterest board. Just go to the Pinterest board. Bridal party. Now, bridal party, you need to have an even number, right? There's 2 of you, and then you have to have a pair for each one. You can't have 25 people in your bridal party. You can have 26 and 24, but not 25. So don't be odd, get even, and figure out who your best man's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? The wedding dress. Now listen, dude, the wedding dress, I know that you know it's important. You're a smart guy. But listen, the wedding dress is a lot more than you think, okay? It's like for us, we're like, this is my dream car, my dream, whatever. This is like, I don't even know, dude. This is like the pinnacle, dude. The wedding dress. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you got her that ring, so you had to do some research to figure out what she liked there. But the dress, that's next level. Just ask her what she wants, figure out what's going on. Start figuring out, you know, how much of the budget is that going to take up, whatever, all these different things. Now, luckily for me, my wife, she's just like the most talented, hardworking woman I've ever met in my life, and she made her own wedding dress. I was like, what the heck? Thank you, Jesus, you know? And so that's what happened with me. But anyway, so music and dancing. You know, are you guys going to dance? What kind of music is going to be? Things to brainstorm. These are all your things to brainstorm. That's strategize. Step number 1. Step number 2, you got the big 6. The big 6 are the things that you're really going to start putting money towards, considering what's going on in the wedding business sphere, market, whatever you want to call it. And the first thing is going to be the venue, the big V word that we're all looking at, right? The venue. Venue. The venue. The venue is the place where you get married. And the photographer is the place. Okay, never mind. So the photographer, the venue. You got the food. What do you want to eat? Bro, for me, I'm kind of a big boy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hefty. Got these, I'm a big boy. I like to eat. I love food. Love food. So I was like, we're going to have some good food. We had good food. It was great. DJ, disc jockey. Who's going to be playing the music? Figure that guy out. Florist and decor. Florist and decor is one of those things where it's going to be, decor is kind of a broad thing. It's kind of big. So, yeah, definitely create a little bit of a team for that. You know what I'm saying? Girls love doing that. And then the videographer. So that's the big 6. You got the venue, photographer, food, DJ, florist, decor, and videographer. And sometimes the videographer and photographer are together, but like rarely, because it's just it's so much workload. It's like, if you find someone that does both of those, you have found yourself a professional. Anyway, the step number 3, extra spice. All right? What do we got to do for this one? The first thing for extra spice is hair and makeup, right? That girl's going to be glowing. Who's going to do it? Who's going to make her look like that? Who is going to bring that out of her? My wife did it herself. So whatever, you answer that question for yourself. Maybe she can do it. Who knows? Photo booth. This is one thing that I really like that we did. We had a Polaroid guest book, and it created this little time capsule where you can just look back afterwards and you're like, dang, this is so cool. You know, you get to look at the names and the people and pictures and little messages and your cousin like flashing. You're like, what the heck? Okay. And that actually didn't happen. But next one's gonna be desserts. What kind of desserts do you want? I come from a Slavic background. We have 3 tables long full of desserts. That didn't work. It didn't work here in my case because I was like, no, we ain't gonna do that. But it depends, you know, just the wedding cake, just this, that, and the other. Start thinking about that. You got the wedding officiant, the man who comes together before the Lord and you and your family and the congregation and all these people that have decided that they want to witness this incredible moment of you and your bride coming together as one to have, to hold, to cherish, and to unite, to become one flesh until the end of time. Who's that man that's going to say, you may now kiss the bride? It's your choice. It's your choice. Up to you, bro. Up to you. You pick him. I don't know. Wedding planner and coordinator, bro. Get yourself a diligent wedding coordinator / planner. It'll make your life so much easier. You could pay for this person. You could ask your aunt who's really good at doing get-togethers. I don't know, whatever. Find someone that you trust and that this very important day of yours is being managed and coordinated well, okay? It's very important. So pick a good one, all right? And anything else you can DIY. We DIY'd some little like table stuff and just cute ideas and like different stuff like that. Another thing I didn't add onto this list is the, for extra spice, is wedding gifts. Wedding gifts for your bridal party, wedding gifts for your guests. What we did was we got these little like glass mason jars with these little like glass little handles, right? For little sipping tea and stuff. They had little cute little lids you can put on there and like a straw and the whole thing. My wife figured it out. And you can go to these websites and they create all these little things. You know, it said our last name, the Kolosovs, EST 2020. You know, the whole thing. It was adorable. People loved it. It was awesome. It was great. Step number 4. Stepito number 4. The deal is in the details. Comprende? So what you want to do is just what we did. Is you want to create a little paper that you can make many copies of. And you want to create a timeline of every single thing that's going to happen. Now, thankfully for me, my sister-in-law actually helped me write this all out, and she used a super cute font, and it was like, wow, this is like legit, you know, we're getting married tomorrow, you know, like it sneaks up on you, by the way. And yeah, you just have these little copies, give it to your wedding officiant, give it to your planner, give it to your DJ, put it on the bathrooms of every place, make sure that people see it, they know what's going on, everybody knows exactly what's happening. You have one on your phone, she has one on your phone, everything. Step number 5, delegate. Delegate. There's going to be a big amount of workload here. There's a lot of things going on. This is your special day, man. You and your girl are getting married. Like, dude, I'm stoked for you. But yeah, delegate. Figure out who's going to set up the chairs, take down chairs, who's going to be making the, you know, food prep, kitchen, all this stuff. And like, for me, this was a challenge because I'm not really good at asking for help. I was pretty like self-sufficient and independent for most of my life. So like, this was a challenge, dude. This will help you grow. But step 5, delegate. It's your day. You don't need to be stressing. You don't need to carry all this on your shoulders. Like, just get the people in line that want to help you and that you've asked for help, that you've asked, like, you know, to help you. And lay out the plan, go through everything, and just like, enjoy, dude. You only have this day once, you know? So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so awesome. Then, right before I get to the very end, there's this app called Zola that I use. It's like an app on your phone, and you can create registries on there. Registry for all your gifts and stuff that you want. You can create, you know, if you want like a honeymoon, what do you want to call it? Honeymoon fund. There's like a guest count list on there. Evite and Zola. I'm gonna write it up right here on the screen. Evite and Zola. All right, so right there. Look at it. Click on it. Go there. I don't know if I have a link, but just whatever. It's here. Yeah, super helpful. It gives you a countdown for like, you know, 136 more days till you get married, 54 more days till you get married. It like gives you all that. It's super sweet. Even after you get married, it says, you know, 365 days till your wedding reunion. So if you can't, or wedding, not reunion, what's that word? Oh, I forgot the word. Anniversary. There you go. Anniversary, wedding anniversary. If you're the kind of guy that's gonna forget that kind of stuff, the app got you covered, dude. Just don't forget. But listen. You made it through all this. You've done all this stuff. Obviously, there's things in this list that I did not include, like, you know, getting a suit, getting, you know, rentals or this, that, and the other. That's for you to figure out. But this is just a little list that I went through. Not trying to be exhaustive or anything, just to give you an idea of of some things to consider. And it's okay, man. I know there's a lot going on. This is a big thing, but it's okay if you don't have everything figured out and if you don't have everything like dialed in 100%. Because even on the day of the wedding, you're gonna go through it and you're gonna be like, was there something else I'm missing? You know, like it's a big thing. And as long as you have the people to help you out and you have, you know, you have each other, you have God, dude, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I tell you, you know, marriage is hell if you're married to the wrong woman. But if you're married to the right woman, oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Praise the Lord. He gave me a good one. And I'm sure that he gave you a good one too. God bless, brothers. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form, whatever. If it helped, let me know. I don't know. All right. Much love.